Hey, deserving listeners, this is chapter 5 in my attachment theory deep dive. I've already had 4 chapters, so listen to those first. In this chapter, I'm going to talk about sexuality and attachment theory. There's a lot of research on sexuality and attachment theory, but I want to get into at least some of it here just to give you an idea of what's going on in the research. There's a lot of research on couples, on intimate partner violence and sexuality and attachment, on different attachment styles and how they approach sexuality. You know, preoccupied people approach sexuality different than avoidant people, than secure people. Faking orgasm has been looked into in terms of attachment style. Infidelity, how does infidelity, when people are cheating on their partners, what does that have to do with attachment theory? And I think attachment theory is the explainer of all that stuff. What about pornography? How is that related? Are some people using more pornography or less pornography depending on their attachment style? And then also, what about child porn? Is child pornography related to attachment theory? The consumption or proliferation of child porn, is that related to attachment insecurity at all? So let's get into all of that. This is the Psychology in Seattle podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Kirk Honda. I'm a therapist and a professor. If you're not a patron of the podcast, you're not going to hear this whole episode. So if you want to hear this whole episode, go to patreon.com and become a patron of the podcast. Do so now.